The Greater Moncton real estate market just had its second month of softening. But here's what nobody's talking about. It's actually one of the best times in months for both buyers and sellers to make smart moves, if you know what to look for. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what's happening in the Greater Moncton market right now, what's cooling, what's holding steady, and what it means for you if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing this summer. Because the headlines, well, they're vague. The numbers, they only really tell half the story, and you're here for the real story. So let's get into it. By the end of this video, you'll know why prices dipped, but why sellers shouldn't panic, why buyers finally have some breathing room, and why smart investors are quietly locking in deals. And if you're not working with a realtor in the Greater Moncton area and want advice tailored to your situation, just book a call with me using the first link down in the description. No pressure, just clarity. All right, let's dive in. The market is cooling, but not crashing. With data provided by CREA, the Greater Moncton area saw 333 homes sold in July, which was nearly identical to June. But the dollar volume of sales dropped slightly to $126.4 million. And the median price, it dipped from $373,500 in June to $342,500 in July. That's a $31,000 drop month over month. But here's why it matters. It's down 3% compared to last year. So, yes, we are seeing a correction, but it's not a collapse. Remember last year when homes sat on the market for a long time, they didn't sell, and then they came off? Well, some of those homes have come back to market this year, and they're still not in line with the market pricing. So, they're accepting lower offers in some cases. So, if you're a buyer, this could be your window. If you're a seller, don't panic, but remember to price strategically. Now let's zoom out because here's something that most people forget. It's summer, and July and August are historically slower in real estate across Canada. Why? People are camping, traveling, spending time with family, and real estate, it takes a backseat. But that doesn't mean that demand is gone. It means that decisions are being delayed. So, yes, we've seen a slowdown, but it's not just interest rates or affordability, it's vacation brain. Oddly enough, I've had one of the busiest summers that I can remember. And for everybody else, activity will pick up again as school starts and routines return to normal in September. This cooling isn't just unique to Moncton. In fact, we're seeing similar patterns across major Canadian cities. Toronto sales dipped in July, Halifax inventory is creeping up, and Calgary prices are flattening. Across the country, markets are rebalancing after a wild spring fueled by rate cut optimism and pent up demand. Across the country, markets are rebalancing and in some cases taking a bit of a hit. Where optimism got the best of people in spring, with condo inventory in Toronto, well, that's a whole other story. But here's why Moncton is different. We still have strong affordability, solid rental demand, and somewhat steady migration from other provinces. That keeps us a bit more resilient than other markets nationwide. Inventory has ticked up to 4.4 months of supply, and that's not enough to tip us into a full buyer's market, but it does bring balance. And for the first time in a while, buyers actually have room to breathe. They've got more choices, less pressure, and in most cases, no bidding wars. But the good ones, well, they still move fast. This is what a healthy market looks like, and you heard me talk a lot about that last month. Homes are taking about 33 days to sell, same as last month, so there's really no panic selling here. Sellers still have time to leverage, especially if they're priced under $400,000. But those overpriced listings, they sit. Sellers are adjusting, buyers are watching, and both sides have time to make smarter decisions. So, what are the pros doing right now? Smart buyers are getting pre qualified or pre approved before the September rush. They're watching for motivated sellers in late summer, which could mean slight price drops, and they're jumping into well priced homes before the competition returns from holiday. Smart sellers are prepping their homes now, aiming to list just after Labor Day and pricing with today's market data in mind. Smart investors are locking in rentals while things are quiet, running cash flow math at today's rates and taking advantage of this low summer competition. Remember, the game isn't about timing the top or the bottom, it's about understanding the rhythm. And right now, We're in that quiet drum roll before the beat drops this fall. If you're waiting for the headlines to tell you what to do, you're already behind. Let's recap. Prices dipped slightly, but I feel that that's seasonal, and sales volume is steady, and demand, it isn't gone. And inventory, well, it's rising slightly, but it's only giving buyers a little bit of room. And sellers still seem to have control if they're pricing their properties smart. This isn't fear, this is strategy. This is the market sending signals, and now you know how to read them. So here's what you do next. If you're serious about buying or selling or investing in the Moncton area, you can book a call with me in the first link of the description. No pressure, just strategy. And if this helped you, please send it to a friend who is thinking about making a move. It might give them the clarity that they need right now. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next month's update.